Hello everybody, let's start learning FastAPI Routing and Parameters Part 2. 4. Request body parsing. Request bodies are data sent by the client to the API, typically in JSON format. FastAPI uses Pydantic models to declare and validate request bodies. Basic request body from Pydantic. Import base model, class item base model, name str, description optional of type string, and then this is none, and price is float, and tax optional of type float is equal to none. app.post/items. Now def create item, item colon, item, return item. Okay, so let's start it. First, I shall go to our FastAPI folder, then md FastAPI and the FastAPI 2000 003. Yes, cd FastAPI 003 and then code dot. So you know what shall I do? I shall do, that is go to terminal and type python -m venv. It will create and install virtual environment. Then we install FastAPI and that is another one is uvcorn python, then activate it. Sorry, venv /scripts /activate. Now we shall use pip install FastAPI and uvcorn. Okay, let's go Control Shift and P. Python select interpreter. What is this? This one for workspace. Let's go here, new file, main.py, and we shall use from FastAPI import FastAPI, and then from Pydantic import base model, from Pydantic import base model. Okay, and another thing is from FastAPI also optional. I think so. From FastAPI, from comma, not base model is here, optional from, okay, let's type, then we shall see what will happen. Copy here, paste it here, everything optional, quick fix, type from typing, sorry, I forget it from typing. App, yes, app const app is equal to first API bracket open and close from const app, is it const? No, app is equal to this one. Again, there is I was confused between JavaScript and JavaScript, TypeScript and Python. Yes, those ECMAScript and Python languages. So this is our code main.py. Now we shall run it by using what? Using our one second. That is our here UV code, then main, that is py app colon app hyphen reload. So it will loading that one, default not found because nothing is there. Then I shall go to here docs, yes, docs for post item and try it out. Name is string, it is showing in this way, name is string, description is also string, price is 0, tax is 0. So name is okay, laptop, description, great laptop, price, suppose in price will be in suppose 50,000 and tax is 20%. Okay, let's execute it. 422 body expecting comma delimiter JSON delivered body error unprocessable. What is the problem? Tax 20 0.0.20. Okay, let's do it. Yes, it's okay. So name laptop, description a great laptop, price is 50,000, taxes like that. I wrote it percent symbol, so it became a string. But here, we need some float or int may be converted to string to float, but we need that number format. You see the color is here is green for the string. This is color coding, so we can understand is quickly. Let's go to our slides. FastAPI will read the request body as JSON, convert the JSON to the item model, validate the data types. Yes, we have seen that, validate the data types, and provide the validated instance to your function. Document the model schema in OpenAPI. Okay, so we have seen that here is that it will convert it. Now I am showing you again here the call is like that, and here you see within D it uses that, what is called, it uses the JSON format for the data. After that, it converts that JSON to the item class and validate it again, then it will show it. See again, the item class is like that. It's, as we have discussed, it's child of base model. Sorry, one second. Yes, and from Pydantic import base model class item. From class item base model name str, description optional, str is equal to none, price float, tax optional, float is equal to null. Then app.post at app.post items, then def create item of type item. Of type item means this is the item class. Then return that item. Okay, so we got it. Next, request body plus path parameters. App.put slash items slash within curly braces underscore item underscore id. Now def update item underscore id colon int item of type item, and return item id item, and it will become from dict item.dict, that become item will become the dictionary. This will validate with the class and this will become a dictionary. Okay, let's type out this one and see this double star. Okay, here save it. Save it. Now it's not dict because dict in the class base model is deprecated. The dict method is deprecated. Use model dump instead. Use model dump. So model underscore dump, that will be better. So it will model dump this into item, that is this item class. This is way we use this, that item will be model dump, and this is for the new base model class. So I shall put it here also, model dump mp. Okay, save it here and let's go there. Yes, and here is the put. So try it out. Item ID is the path. We can use slash here within that one. ABC 1 2 3. ABC 1 2 3. This is item. This is required. This is also required. Name again laptop. A good laptop. Good laptop. Price will be 50,000 and this is 0.5. 2. Let's try it out. Correct. ID value must be an integer, but here it is oh yes, it is given integer. So I remove that one and execute. Okay. So it shows that the item ID will be 123, name laptop, description a good laptop, price will be 50,000, tax will be 0.2. Let's see our code again. Here name is here. Here we use this one into those, it uses that one item ID here. This item ID, you get it from here. Then the class will be converted into dictionary using model.dict previously, and nowadays we use model.dump. Okay, that's okay. Let's go here, model.dump. Again, this one also I need to use model.dump, model underscore dump. Then we use the second part, that is put item ID, and there will be body plus path plus query. Body will be item or something, def item of type item ID of type int, and item. Now q is optional, this is string, none is here. So if q, the result will be this, otherwise return result. Result is this. Result.update means it will add this dictionary to this one. Okay, let's try again. Let's try this beautiful example. Go here, put item ID, save it, and I think you understand this one. This is none, but we can do this. Okay, now I shall do this one. It will load, by the way. Yes, it is. Now go here, try it out. Item ID is required. Item ID is required 1, 2, 3. Query Q will be, this is query. This is the query, and string will be again laptop again Windows laptop. The price will be 50,000, 50,000, 0.2. That will be our tax. Okay, let's execute it. Here is the query, this, then %20. That means the space is, then a space, then a space. This is a query. Then you see that item ID 1, 2, 3, name laptop, description a Windows laptop, price is 50,000, tax is 0.2, and Q is, this is a query. So you can understand how query, we added that query using that update command, where update function, update method. Here is the update method. Okay, now let's make it none. This is a query. deleted that one. Now execute. Here no query, so the ID won't be added here. So it uses this one. If Q, then that. If Q is none, then result. It sends that result, and result is item ID. Then star dot model dump, that will change that class into a dictionary. Okay, model dump, using the model dump method. Slideshow. Next one, multiple body parameters. Use base model. This is class user base model. Username str, full name, optional string is none. Then app.post /item /def create item. Item will be of type item, and user will be of type user, that is username, and full name, that is optional, and return item will be of type item, and user of type user. Please note that we didn't use that dump method, that is model dump method. We didn't use it here. We just uses that class directly, or that object better. So I shall go here, copy it, and like it, copy it, and paste it here. Paste here. Now save it, and it will use that one. Let's try it out with our Swagger UI. And here you saw only post is there. Only post is there. Try it out. Required, because body is required. First one is item, that is, and user is this. Suppose name is, what is name? Laptop. Top. A good laptop. Good laptop. And our price is 50,000, and our tax rate is 0.2, that is 20%. Username, suppose my name Sudeep, and my full name, that is Sudeep Bhatta. Here, I'm Indian actually, you know that, and my title is Bhattacharya. I never expressed my title previously. So here we try to execute it. Response call 422 error, username Sudeep, full name Sudeep Bhattacharya. So what is the problem here? Type is missing, body name, error, unprocessable content. Tax is here, full name Sudeep Bhattacharya. It's like that, but what is missing? A good laptop. I wrote it here. Class user this. Okay, I got it. It should be deleted. Now save it, refresh it. Yes, this is one. Try it out. Name again, laptop, a good laptop. This will be 50,000, 0.2%. Sudeep, Sudeep, Sudeep Bhattacharya. Execute, execute 422, missing. Why missing? Let's go here. Okay, I haven't saved it. So see, I haven't saved it. So again, I need to, what? I need to trash out. Okay, laptop. Here is a good laptop, and here is 50,000, and this is 0.2, and here is Sudeep, and here is my full name. Let's see, 200. So it is working. So item is just like that as we expected here. Username is this one, user class is here. So this is what we have expected, but we have done several mistakes, or rather our this one gets that we should not do a mistake. I take it in the other way, that is, it is checking whether I should not do any mistake. Slideshow. Next. Okay, here you see we have just like this one as our example. Next. Slideshow. Sorry. Next. Body in a specific field. If you want the entire JSON body assigned to a specific field, use the body parameter. From FastAPI import body, then app.post, then items, this is the post, then items, def, create item, the item of type item, importance, int body dot means this is required. Importance is required, it is of type int. So then return item, then importance, colon important. Please note that here we use that object or class directly. Okay, let's from FastAPI import body. From FastAPI import. Okay, FastAPI body. Yes. And here we shall type this one, this but C. Sorry. Go to here, user. Instead of doing this, type this. Now go to what? Go to here, go to FastAPI, refresh it. It's loading. Yes, try it out. Item, again our laptop, and again this string, a good laptop, good. This will be our price, 50,000. Now 0.2 will be our tax. And what is our importance? Importance will be say 4. Let's see. Execute 200. Importance will be 4. It's like that. And this is the first one is the item, and this is the we get it from the body, and the importance also. One thing that I write it here. Suppose I write good. Then what will happen? Expecting error, expecting value. Yes, expecting value for because importance must be an integer. So we make that integer, change it to an integer, and here we get that result, correct result. Okay, next. Here it shows that important shows that uh, but okay, so that example. Next, nested models. Pydantic models can be nested to represent complex data structures. Class image, base model, URL is str, name is str, and class item base model, name str, description optional string, price, float, tax optional, float, none. It's there. Tags list str. This will be a list of tag, list of strings actually, list of strings, and image default value is a blank string, blank list, image optional, image none. Now def create item return item. Let's see. Okay, let's go to here. I shall copy that one and go to here, and I shall paste everything. So you can see that this first is the image, this URL, name is here, name, list, file list, quick fix. This is base model, this is list, I think. Yes, yes, it is list. Save it. Okay, let's go to here. Try it out. Name laptop, a good one, a good one. Price will be again 50,000 and tax is 0.2 and tax is Windows, backlit, backlight, keyboard, URL is HTTPS, suppose example.com, image 1, good laptop image. Let's try to execute it. 200, that means it's okay. Name is laptop, description a good one, price is 50,000, tax is 0.2, tags are Windows, backlit keyboard, and image is URL, HTTPS, blah blah blah, name also blah blah blah. So it gets that value. And please note the here is the call messages, that is we need to send this as body, this laptop description, this for item, and for that image inside that item which we use URL and name. This image is inside is of type optional, of type image, and images of type this. These are two properties, that is URL and name. Okay. Slideshow. This handles a JSON body like this. We have seen that one. Advanced validation with Pydantic. Pydantic provides advanced validation to the field function. From Pydantic, import base model field. Class item base model name is of type string is equal to field. It is required, comma, minimum length 1, maximum length 50. And description, it is optional string field none. That is, we can use none, and max length will be 300. Price is float, field is required, and this must be greater than 0. It cannot be 0. Tax optional, this is float, field none, greater than or equal to 0. It can be equal to 0, but it cannot be equal to 0. It must be greater than 0. App post items, def create item, return item. Okay, let's do this. We use that field only from Pydantic, this model and field. I'm going to our from Pydantic, this model, comma, FIE field. From here, I copy and pasted it here. Paste. Save it. Here, everything is working. Okay, let's try it out. FastAPI. Again, try it out. This is a string. Laptop. A good one. Good one. Good one. Price, this is 1. Tax is 0 also. Let's execute it. This one. So can I make it pick the price 0? Make the price 0. No, it is greater than 0. We can't do that. So we 50,000. But can I do this as, can I just remove this one? Execute. 200. See, description is null. As I remove that line, description is none. Remove that line. Right. Can I remove that tax part? Execute. Response. Yes, tax can be null also. We can do tax null as we defined in our field. Okay, let's see again what is defined inside that field. Tax is optional and it is float, and description is also option. We have seen that. And for required, we need to use triple dot here. Okay, we have seen this previously. So go to slideshow. You can also add custom validators to Pydantic models. That is, from Pydantic import base model, validator, class, item base model, name string, price float, quantity int. Now add validator decorator. Use quantity. Def quantity must be positive. Class, then v. If v is less than is equal to 0, then raise value error, then quantity must be positive. Return v and at validator price. Price quantity must be same for the price also. Okay, next. Oh, not next. Here we can do this. This is validator. Please remember that. And I shall copy this part only. And I validator, not field. This is validator. Validator. Okay, let's paste it here. Save it. Okay, it's not validated. Uh, returns. Validator deprecated. Validators are deprecated. You should migrate to Pydantic v2 style field validator. It should be at field validator. Field validator. This will be field validator. Field validator. It should be field validator. So in the modern option, in the modern version of Pydantic, you should use validator. You should use field validator in place of validator. Okay, let's. This must be field validator. Field validator. Here is also field validator. Here we shall also write field validator. Okay, let's save this. Then I shall save this. I shall check this here. Save it. Okay, then save. Try it out. String price 0 0 execute. Value error, price must be positive and quantity must be positive. Same for if we use negative numbers. For example, I use price is 50,000 and quantity suppose 1. Then it will work. After execute 200, that is price 50,000, quantity 1. So it's working. That is how we used the validator. And please remember that we use field validator in place of validator nowadays. Okay. Next. Complete API example. Here is a complete example that combines all the concepts. From FastAPI, import FastAPI, path, query, HTTP exception, body. From Pydantic, import base model field. From typing, import optional list. From enum, import enum. App is equal to FastAPI, title is equal to within quotes, item manager API, version is 1.0.0. Okay. Now models, class, category, str, enum. We have seen in our previous lesson. Electronics, it will show them in a drop-down list. Electronics, value will be electronics. Clothing, books, value will be books. Food. Okay. The class item base model, name str, field dot. Is there any validator here? Pydantic base model field, no validator. Then max length 300, price float field, this is required, greater than 0, tax optional float field of type none, greater than is equal to 0. Then category is of type category. This is the category. This is enum. Next, class item create, item base pass. It's not working. So item base pass. And class item base id int, class configuration config, schema extra example. I think config also it will be changed here nowadays. I'm not sure, but I shall try. Example, IT1, name, smartphone, description, latest model with high-end features, price 799.99, I think it's in USD, US dollar, tax is this, and category is electronics, fact database items.db, that is nothing is there, counter 0, routes, app post items, response model item, status code 201, def create item create, global counter plus 1, new item is equal to item, id is counter, then item dot dict, so we shall use model underscore dump here, and items underscore db counter is equal to new item, return new item. Next, app.get items, response model list, def read items, keep int query 0 greater than equal to 0, description number, this is the query, number of items to skip, limit int queries 10 greater than 1 less than equal to 100, description max number of items to return, category optional category none, filtered items list items db values, if category filtered items, item for, this is item for item filled items, if item dot category is equal to category, so it will show a list. Then return filtered items, skip is equal to limit, skip plus limit, skip is equal to filtered, return filtered items, skip plus limit. Okay, now app.get items slash item id, response model is equal to item, def rate item id, int path required, greater than is equal to 0, it's of type int, and description, the id of the item to get. If the id not in the items underscore db, then raise http exception status code 404, detail item not found, if this item id not found, then return items db item id. Okay, sorry. Then app.put, this one, then item id is equal to int path, this is greater than 0, this is updated smartphone, latest model with even better features, price is like that, category is that, electronics, updated item, and then item base is like that body. And if ID not in items DB, raise this exception 401 item not found. Updated item is equal to item ID is equal to item ID and then item dot dict. Yes, star dot dict means we use that model underscore dump. That is items underscore DB item ID is equal to updated item return updated item app dot delete within bracket within quotes slash item ID within curly braces status code 204 def delete item ID in path GT0 item ID not in items DB raise these item dot found. Tell items.db item return none. Next, okay. So we should use copy and paste from here. You can also add, no, not from here, here. Okay. Copy this. Okay. Copy up to this. Okay. Then this one. Then go to here. Then pasted it. Next. Copy here. Okay. What is running that one? Pip install. We have done this. So let's go here. Dot dict dot model dot dump. Okay, I shall do this. Item dot save it. Let's save it. Dict dot dict dot dict. It should be model dot dump. Del underscore dump. Okay, is there any another dict where I shall get that? Yes, yes. Model underscore dump. Any no. Config is also there, no problem, as I expected. Database change, loading. Okay. Schema extra has been renamed. JSON schema extra. JSON schema extra is changed in P2 version 2, that is schema extra. If let's see schema extra schema extra has been changed to has been renamed to JSON schema extra. Okay, I thought something has been changed. JSON schema extra. Okay, warning. Is there any warning? No such one. So we go here. We first we put that one. First we put that one. Try it out. String category of type electronics. String, this is required. String name phone description, good much pricey, not phone. Suppose I am making it in dollar. 799.99. Suppose this will be 79.99. Electronics, this is required. Okay, okay. Smartphone. Example value to successful smartphone with high-end features. ID will be 1, but it's not giving its ID. Low, so loser response 201 means it's okay. Name ID is added 1. Okay. Now let go to get items. Get items. Skip integer. Suppose. Try it out. Query minimum 0. I make it 1, and max number of this item 10, and category electronics. Let's go here. Response body. 0 is not there. Example value. ID 1. Smartphone electronics. ID will be 1. Now, is there anything which I missed? I make it 0. Execute. 200. Yeah. Now it without any skipping. So we don't need to skip that one. 0. And we got it. Next. Items, item ID. Items, item ID. Try it out. Item ID will be 1. Execute. Yes, I got it. For that item ID, if I item ID 10, suppose. Item not found. This is 404 error. Okay, we also check that one. Now put. Try it out. Item ID will be 1, and request body will be, it is request body. For example, here this one, the updated smartphone, latest model with even better feature, this like that, and I shall execute it. Okay, this is one. Now let's go to here and see. Read all items. Okay, for the item ID, suppose I make it 1. Execute. Execute. You see that updated item is here. And finally delete. Try it out. Item ID, suppose 2. Execute. 2 is not there, so item not found. And now we use 1. Execute. 204 response address. It's okay. It's successful response. Okay. So 204 is successful response here. Okay. Everything is running fine. Now let's get that again. Execute this is a blank string. So no item is given here. Slideshow. Go here and doc your interactive API documentation. We have already done this. 7. Key takeaways. Path parameters. Use parameter name in the route path and declare the parameter in the function. Type hints. Let help. FastAPI validate, convert, and document your parameters. Query parameters automatically captured from the function parameters, not in the path. Request bodies defined using Pydantic models for validation and documentation. Parameter validation use path, query, body, and Pydantic field for additional constraints. Documentation. FastAPI automatically generates OpenAPI docs based on your type hints and descriptions. These features make FastAPI a powerful tool for building robust type-safe APIs with minimal boilerplate code. That's all for now. Thank you.